Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
You did it right.
That took a while.
Take
20.
no, actually 4.
4. That's
Did you get the memo? Because we got the memo.
Green Day. It's a Green Day, like,
And I have my
like the band.
Damn It shirt on.
Mine's just a plain blouse. How boring.
Somebody on one of my videos commented on it was actually my Monday vlog, but it was what you wore Sunday. Wanted to know where you got that dress, and I told her it was a blouse.
What did I wear on Sunday?
I think you had that white blouse with that white necklace on.
Oh, yeah. I got that at Old Navy.
Oh,
So
okay.
you don't have to look it up now. I know what you're talking
Okay.
about. And I got it a couple of weeks, well, maybe even a month ago. Because when all
They really liked it. They thought it was a dress, like a sundress or something.
Yeah, and I don't wear sundress. I don't wear dresses very often. I did buy a summer dress that I plan on wearing to church, but I just haven't done it yet.
No. Last year when we went to get a skirt for me for Danny's wedding, that was a fiasco because I don't.
I try to push her out of her box.
Yes.
She usually gets a black skirt and a
Yes.
white blouse.
It's my uniform.
It's her uniform. I'm like, oh, come on, think outside the box. And you look good when you.
I did look pretty nice.
Yes, it did.
I will
Give a
agree.
little color. You know, sometimes there's things certain people shouldn't wear, and I don't even know why they make them in them sizes, and that's including me, obviously. And I look at them and think, really? Come on. But other things, you know what I mean? Just a little bit of color. It doesn't matter how big you are. If you're little or big, you should just be happy and wear what you want, as long as it fits.
Like, we don't care what people
Fitting
think.
helps, you know.
Nobody knows what size you wear.
But they know how you look in it. I always said that to Stan. You know
Yes,
what I
you
mean?
did.
If you need to get a bigger size, get a bigger size. I mean, it's a number, and I know you don't want to see it, but goodness, when it's all tight on you, you could be a size 4, and if you think you're a size 0, you're going to look bad. Oh, she's going to get something. Who knows? Oh, she's going to show a new picture that we got into.
No, this is from last year.
What is new? Not new.
No,
You're
it's
right.
last
I
year.
have that one in my wallet.
But David hated doing his picture. David's 15, and then the next one is 9. But he's like a tall 15. He's even
kind of a
taller.
giant towards the.
Yes. And so now he hates this picture. Can you tell me why he hates this picture? I don't know if is it focused or. I don't know.
It's probably good.
Okay. He says he feels like in the valley of the jolly ho 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 because he looks so big in it.
Well, he's gotten bigger this year.
Oh my gosh, he's over.
Well, so is Josh.
He's about 6'2", I think now. He's
he
taller
really
than Jim.
sprouted. He really sprouted.
And I'm getting my sidewalk finally put in, and they were going to curve it, which I showed you in one of my videos.
I saw you curving it.
But it was way, way, way cheaper just to do it straight. So we said we'll do it straight.
It's gonna look nice.
It'll look nice no matter what. And then that extra little pad is for the garbage cans and stuff because I have to keep my cans inside of the garage. There's no room in the garage, no room in the inn for that. It's Jim's four-wheeler. And I'm glad that, I like this house, I'm glad we picked it, but I'm glad he didn't notice because we wouldn't have got this house. Most of the, not all, but a good majority of the houses around here are 3-car garages, and ours is just a 2-car. Really, like, you could probably call it a 2.5.
Ours are 2.5, yours is 2.5.
You know, but he's...
Yeah, but there's actually 3 spaces to go in on the bulk of what we live in. And yeah, you're right, I didn't even notice that.
And if he would have noticed that, we wouldn't have got this house because he has a lot of hunting toys. So he's got his 4-wheeler.
Big boy toys.
And his big truck. That the only way it would fit in the garage is if he backs in.
Yeah.
So when we went to look for trucks...
It just
fits. Just fits. And,
oh, you're popular.
Popular. Someone's calling me.
And like ours, yeah, we have like a cement pad on the one side, which all their bikes and stuff go. But you know, there's what sadly to say is many people in our neighborhood have 3-car garages, and their cars are out in the driveways
they can't fit 'em.
because they have crap in every single one of their bins. I mean, every single one of their
toys, mostly toys for
just
the kids.
junk. Some of them just, oh my goodness. The rats, I think, and the mice and the rats just are having a field day in some of those garages.
Yeah.
You walk by, they're not even ashamed of it because they'll have the doors
They don't care.
And here I'm like Fort Knox at my house.
Well, you're a corner house too. That'd be a little different.
Well, I don't want anybody to steal our bikes and stuff. You know, they do come up in our garages, you know, anywhere you live.
Yeah.
It's not like it's just our area, but
Hers is more of an easy getaway.
I think so. Well, we've lost a bike before, Josh, but then we tracked it down. We got it back.
David lost a bike too. And we found it.
Yeah. Well, no, because our neighbor went after them. Remember? Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And then he told us, and then I went, oh, anyway. That was last summer.
Good neighbor, though.
Yeah. Oh, he's a good neighbor, yeah, but I mean, like, you know, it's a bike. Don't risk your life. You know, it's kind of scary. People with road rage and whatnot. We just had one, did you see that? In our area. and the 66-year-old woman, somehow or another, they got mad at her. They were going down, down the freeway, and they got in an accident. And then so he got out of the car, and then a Good Samaritan had, they think, they don't know the whole story yet, had pulled over, you know what I mean? And the person, then they got into a fight, and the guy shot at him. The Good Samaritan.
Did he kill him?
No. They got it back in his car and drove away. It's all on video because all the ruckus happened, and people with their phones, they all have
most of our area around here has the
No, this was somebody
cams.
with because the businesses were right above on the freeway, and they heard the crash, so they went to go look. I mean, just because you're just being a gawker. And so they filmed then the aftermath. They didn't film the actual accident.
Oh, over here by Best Buy in that?
No, Nope, on the lodge.
Oh, on the lodge.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. And here you are just driving down the street. And you get in an accident, which is called an accident for a reason, and then at least they didn't shoot at her. Although they did say that's why the Good Samaritan, I think, got shot. That's what it was. The guy that hit, the 66-year-old woman, like,
I'm only 65. I won't be 66 till.
He went over there and either hit her with his fist or with the gun butt, to the lady that's already just been in this accident. And so that's when the Good Samaritan started arguing with that person, like, what the heck are you doing? And then that's when he shot at him. It's like, okay.
Unfortunately, I'll probably be one of those statistics because I don't pay that much attention to my safety, which is bad, I know, but I tell it like it is, and I don't mind showing them some gesture.
I've changed so much because in my younger year, I'd go follow them and slam my brakes and all that. Now I just, like I told you, God bless you. Which probably will get somebody mad, but I really don't care. If that's how I go out in life, by saying God bless you, well then that's a good way to go.
I'm going to go kicking and screaming, swearing and fighting.
Anyway, so.
Everybody seems to like our Fiddle Faddle Fridays.
Yes, Mary is a hoot. If only she could be filming with us all the time, because she's the funniest of all of us, quite honestly.
Definitely.
We'll both admit that readily. And she's the most liked over us.
Yes.
So if you like us, you'd really love her.
Yes, without a doubt. You'd throw us,
hands down,
kick us to the curb.
You would.
Get out of our way, Mary's here.
She should do her own channel. Maybe we can talk her into that.
Yeah, she won't. She's just like me. She won't get her own channel.
Well, she could even do her own videos. No. Well, that's what I'm saying. She could do her own videos and put them up on this channel.
Oh, that's
Why
true.
not?
Yeah,
I just thought of that right now.
We'll have to think of that.
She could pick a day that we don't do something. There you have just one more video. Sometimes I think we get too many. And then other people said, we love to see you. So it's like, if you don't watch it, that doesn't sound interesting to you. Like I do all my other kind of outside the weight loss stuff. And if those don't interest you, then I don't get insulted when you don't watch it.
I do a lot with my family, so that doesn't bother me either.
But yes, we're going to talk Mary into doing her own. She has a phone. She has a computer.
We'll never get Michael.
Now that would be funny. Well, we will video him this coming Friday. We're going to be going to his house
for fireworks.
So you'll see him again a little. We'll get him on there a little bit anyway.
And then next Wednesday when we go for our sibling dinner.
Yeah, oh yeah. You get to see him once a month. Just a picture.
He thinks he's a star.
He does. If anybody was going to be a star in this family, it would be him.
Michael. Yes.
He's just always had that charm about him.
Yes,
so.
he's got the luck of the gift of the Irish, the Irish gap. Him and my cousin Paul. If you get those two together,
look
out.
We're going to be going there.
Yes, he called me yesterday.
In July. Where are we going? Duluth. So if you live around Duluth, let us know.
Yes, we'll look.
Minnesota, obviously.
Minnesota. And then we're going to go to Grand Rapids, Minnesota, for the Wizard of Oz. Judy Garland.
Is it Grand Rapids, Minnesota?
Yes, it's Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
We have a Grand Rapids, Michigan, which I'm going to be going to.
And then we're going to a little house on the prairie thing. What's that thing called? Where we're going?
Oh yeah. Where was the name of that town? What was the name of that town?
Jeez, we're leaving. I don't know.
There's a name.
Yeah. We're a little house on the prairie.
Walnut Grove.
Walnut Grove, yes.
Thought of it. Took a minute.
And we're going to go there too. We know that that's going to be boring, but...
It's not going to be boring. It's not going to be worth the drive.
Yes, because it's like 2.5 hours
I think of it in those terms, but I'll go.
It's not Gina Pearson, only 40 miles out of the way. It's 2.5 hours out of the way.
It's a bit of a trip to go see a little town, but I'm interested. I watched every one of those shows, so... So we're going to do some traveling. So if we're on your way, we'll let you know ahead of time.
With Jim, who's not a traveler.
No.
He's a traveler, but you don't want to travel with him.
And you don't want to travel with me either.
No.
I don't do well.
I don't, Well, I went and bought my new iPad, and I have I got some extra data or data, however you say it. And because I plan on watching Netflix movies, using up
Well,
my
I have
battery.
I could do it really too.
Is your cellular?
No, but I mean, it's,
You have to have cellular to watch Netflix.
no, I don't want to watch Netflix. I can watch YouTube is what my point
There'll
is.
be no Netflix. What is it? Netflix and a dinner and Netflix, or is it? There's a saying, which is dinner and sex, but it's dinner and Netflix or something like
I've never
that.
heard of it.
You got to keep up with the lingo, but you got to remember what it is.
Yeah, that would be helpful if you're using it in the correct way.
Yes.
And this is what, if somebody knows the answer, and it's not a good thing, you don't want to write a comment like in the public space, you can send us it in a private message. But what does cake by the ocean mean? Because that means something, you know that, right? It's not just words they threw together.
No, it's like what you're gonna, you know,
Well, she'll tell me later then, never mind.
like an afternoon delight.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured it was something about
Well,
sex.
yeah, it's afternoon delight.
But I thought there's a specific thing. It's not just sex. Anyway. See how I said that low? Like, my daughter's down the hall, so. Anyway,
Any hooser.
any hooser. What else?
Good, good.
She's been using her planner.
Yes, I have. And not a lot, but some.
You're just tiptoeing in.
I'm
And then
wading
there's a
in the water,
drop off.
waiting for the crocodile to come, or the alligator to come and get me.
That's not a good thing. Don't say that. We were good until that point.
We always got to come down.
There's always something that brings us down. Isn't there? It's like, yeah, I don't want. No, but I just meant you're gonna tiptoe in and then drop off in.
Oh, well, yeah, like when I was, because I'm not a strong swimmer, and my sisters would, and when we'd float in our inner tubes,
You
would
told
bring me
that
out way out in the
before. She
lake.
keeps pointing that out.
Because it was frightening. It was a horrifying experience. And we have new subscribers that haven't heard that story.
Well, sometimes, people go on and they try to watch all the videos. I've done that, and boy, that's just a time-consuming thing. So then I just figure I hit the highlights of the people. But then I figure I really don't know them, you know what I mean? So when you come across somebody new,
I
and
was
then they
looking
got
at-
300 videos, it's like, oh my goodness.
Well, no, I go scroll through and I look at titles and see what
Yeah.
looks interesting. And
I
then
can't hit them all,
okay.
but
And if the picture, then the thumbtack looks pretty good. Then I figure the story is going to be pretty good.
yeah, I try to get a good thumbtack, but that's not always easy. But
No, I
anyway.
usually pick out really bad ones.
I know. I do try. Well, you get 3 to choose from, so it's like you got a choice. But sometimes even all 3 are bad.
pretty
so
bad.
it's like, oh, okay, what are we gonna do? But anyway, and I had a lot of fun with my $5 Goodwill challenge.
Her mantle was beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you. I do like to decorate when I do it, but I don't do it very often.
No, she doesn't. She's
No.
got all kinds of stuff.
I got all kinds of bins downstairs of stuff, and I have all kinds of ribbons and stuff in my room. So it's like,
We wouldn't know. We've never seen a tour of her craft room that she's been promising Lori from Fit and Fabulous Mamas
I know.
forever.
I know. I do need to do that.
And whoever it was that gave you the
I know. I
idea,
had that sign written out. Yeah,
and
and
she had the sign. She
all
doesn't
did-
like the saying.
I think I'm busy. She's even busier. They got a boat, so they're gone all the time now.
She could be doing while she's out in the boat basking in the sun.
Okay.
There's no excuse.
I think I might just handwrite it myself. Oh, and that'll look pretty poor.
I can do it. I'm pretty good.
Okay, I'll bring it over.
I am pretty good. Not to brag, but those nuns really taught me how to write.
All right, so I'll give it to Sandy. It won't be as nice as Audrey's, but
It won't be as nice. I will agree
She's very
with that.
talented.
I will agree with that. Too bad Judy wasn't alive with her calligraphy.
Yes.
She was really good.
or that Molly wasn't closer. She does calligraphy from where you watch your bride to be.
Oh.
She's
Isn't she
doing
in
her
Florida?
invitation. No, she's in Michigan, but
Oh,
she's
she's
not
in
close by
Michigan.
us. She's doing her wedding, and she's handwriting or calligraphing. How do you say that?
She's writing
Doing calligraphy on her invitations for her wedding. And she's been
But
very.
we found a
busy
word
with
you
it.
can't say.
Oh, there's lots of words I can't say. I just don't say them. Then I didn't know how to say that,
Yeah.
or I wouldn't have.
True. True that.
Oh, Josh hates that. I still say it just because of that. Pick at him.
It's like I like to watch NYPD Blue on the reruns, and they were going My Bad, which was another one I didn't like.
My bad.
My
I
bad.
never liked that one either. 24/7.
24/7. Oh, I can't stand it.
Hinges.
I'm never saying that word.
I throw that in there every now and then now that I know that.
Yeah, she's mean
It's
like
fun.
that.
It's fun stuff. It's nice weather today compared to the 90s. I like it hot, but I don't like it in the 90s. Then I can't be outside.
No,
And if you're sitting inside in air conditioning, there's no part of summer to that.
no. And then the only good thing about in the 90s, I like going in the pool then.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like today's not really, kids are going in the pool. Well, they've been in the pool, but I mean,
I'm thinking I've only been in one time.
I've been in 3
End of
times.
June. I have a pool and she has a pool. I'm over here all the time. It just seems such a bother to get.
But every time I've been in it, it's been right after I had to put more water in because the kids were in it and they splashed all the water out. So it was like cold water and it was cold. But Christy and Aaron brought Sophia to go see Finding Dory today. They called me and asked me if I wanted to go, but I remembered I had Kylie today. But I didn't feel like driving all the way over there anyhow.
I do want to see that, but it's still kind of busy this week because of all the kids are going to go see it, and it's summertime. So I'm going to give it a week. Not that I don't like kids, but you know, sometimes they're unruly.
Sometimes.
You know, like when there's a whole bunch of them, and then when it gets to being just the kids that are like, you know, I think everybody who's smart like me, are waiting that week. Those are the ones who have their kids that are going to be good.
Yeah.
And then, so you have a better experience.
So you're saying the monsters go first?
The monsters go first.
So if any of you monsters went already, it's
Denise. Well, you could probably attest to the fact that there's a lot of kids there that don't know how to go. And they're bad. Yeah. And they run and they scream and they talk. And I just, you know, you'd think I didn't have kids.
Maybe I'll just wait till it comes out on video. She's really put a downer on that movie.
No, I go to kids' movies all the time, but I never hit it the first week because, yeah, I've been there, done that.
I always watch them on, like I watch Monsters, Inc. when it comes on HBO.
I wasn't a big fan
I
of
love
that
Ice Age.
I liked Ice Age.
The
first one was the best one.
The first one was the best one. My favorite is, ooh, we went north about 3 miles. No, 3 minutes ago.
I'm a genius.
I'm a genius.
I like that. Sid.
So there were so many good people in there. And then the other ones weren't as good. They never really are.
They're hard to do. That's why I'm wondering about Finding Dory, because
I think
the first one was
because,
so good. That's like my favorite movie.
But I think that they took 10 years to do
kids
it.
Movie.
I think that they took 10 years, that they really waited for a good storyline.
I hope so. If you've seen it, don't tell us what happened.
Tell us. I wonder if they find Dory.
Yeah, don't tell us.
I think her parents are looking for her. I think that's what the premise of the movie is.
So that'd be so much like Finding Nemo, having the dad look for him. Anyway, we'll be in suspense.
I wonder if the parents are as forgetful as Dory.
I wonder.
All these cliffhangers, just waiting.
I know people out there have already seen it, so don't spoil it for us.
I woke up this morning at 6:15 and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go for a walk. So I got up and went to the bathroom, and then I got back in the bed and I thought, I'm not going to walk this early because, you know, there's nobody out. And the next thing I knew, I got up and I thought, oh, I'm going to take a shower real quick before I walk, because I want to walk before Kylie gets here. And I get out of the shower and I look at the clock and it was 9:15. Kylie comes at 9:30. So I went back to sleep for 3 hours and didn't even realize it.
Yeah, I can do that.
I was like,
very easily. Very easily.
And they're working on the side of the house and they have like big machinery and I didn't even hear that. The birds didn't even wake me up, and those little baby birds wake me up every day.
You've been staying up too late.
I do stay up late. I did go to bed early last night. I went to bed at 10 to 1.
Ooh.
That was early for me.
Before 1.
Before 1. I just thought, this is just
I've been doing that, so now I've kicked it back to 12. I don't think 12's too bad, because then I get up about 7:30, 8, and I've got enough sleep. So that's my.
Well, I went to bed at 1. I got 8 hours. Of course, the older you get, the less sleep you're supposed to require.
They say that, but I don't agree with that.
And they say you require less food. Nobody told me that.
Oh, I don't agree with that at all.
No.
Yeah, so that's why you get less points on Weight Watchers as you get older. It's like, hello, I'm as hungry as you are at 25. I'm sorry. I've had more years of figuring out what food I like. So, anyway.
And it was funny because when Denise called, she says, you know, you made a mistake on your video.
Only a sister could point that out. But it was like, the minute she said it, I was like, no, I thought you had a sub. I'm going to go look. Before I even say it to her, because she'll say, no, I didn't. And I thought, I'm going to have proof.
I have no memory of it. Even when I'm thinking back now, I look at the picture and I saw it. That's why it's a good thing that we take that. And even like, well, I'll talk about it in my other video, but the Weight Watchers lady said, you know, when you're out and about at these graduation parties and you think, I can't even total that plate, what I'm having, take a picture of it. Even if you're not going to film it like us. Yeah. Because then when you go back home, you bring that back up because you're going to think, oh yeah, that's right, I did. Yeah, because I really have no memory of it.
It's kind of mindless eating when you're talking with people and stuff too. So I understand why it happened, but I had to point it out. Ooh, we're coming on.
Oh, like this video. Subscribe.
Comment.
And share.